Hello everyone and welcome back to the Velocity channel. This is your bridge to financial freedom. Listen, we're going to get into a topic today that is going to be one of my most controversial topics, but I really want you to get why it should not cause any disturbances, but should actually cause peace within your mindset once you get this financial concept down, and that is making sure that we have our credit companies pay our loan companies, and I'm gonna show you how to do it right now. Look, before we get into that, I want you to like, share, and subscribe, because you and I both know that our communities need this knowledge more than ever. Thank you so much. Listen, let's get out let's let the cat out of the bag, okay? Your credit card company can pay your loan company, and we're going to absolutely show you how to do that, because well, let's just take this example, all right? Loan, $5,000. You took out a loan. I mean, maybe you needed to pay someone back, right? Maybe you needed it for some sort of emergency. And this was before you learned the velocity banking concept, before you learned that you could actually take your lines of credit and pay your loans. You didn't know that. And so now you have come across the velocity banking concept, and you know, these what people call handcuffs are no longer handcuffs, but now they're eyeglasses, so that they can show you your bright future that you have ahead. And so you have $5,000 on your credit card, and you're using it differently now. And so you're looking at your loan a little bit differently than you did before, aren't you? Now you're wondering, well, wait a minute. You know, I took out a loan for $5,000, and I have $5,000 on this credit card. Well, I don't know. And for some reason, you don't pay the loan off, and that's okay, right? But 6 months rolls around, and you've been using the velocity banking concepts on other things, right? Expenses, perhaps other smaller loans, got rid of them. And your credit card company is really liking what you're doing. And can anyone guess what happens when your credit card loves what you're doing after 6 months? How about after a year? They give you a credit line increase. So now your $5,000 that you have, right, you got available, now they're like, you know what, congratulations, Mr. Antonio, we're going to give you another $5,000. That equals, right, they taught me in school, 5,000 plus 5,000 equals $10,000. So now you've got $10,000 on your credit card, right? And now you're wondering, well, wait, maybe it's a good time, you know, after 6 months, of course, the loan is going to go down a little bit, right? And so maybe it's at 4,000, all right? So now you're looking at the loan and you're like, well, wait a minute. Now I can pay that loan off with my line. Or better yet, right? Velocity Banker's term is now I can transfer my loan interest. Okay, this is the loan interest, into simple interest. No more screaming, right? My goodness. No more of that. No more of that. So what we do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to put that $5,000 that we just got to work over here on our loan and wipe this loan out. Now, my question to you is, did we work hard to get that $5,000? Did we? Or was that money given to us? Is this other people's money? Or is that our money that we worked hard for, we slaved over 16 hours a day? Huh? All we had to do was keep our nose clean, keep our reputation all right, with the payment history, the credit utilization. Those are the two big ones, right? The length of credit history. Man, you've been keeping your nose clean. That's why they increase your line of credit. And that's why you use your line of credit. Guys, I know that you're big into checking and savings accounts. Some are big into that, right? But who in the world is going to give you a $5,000 increase for just keeping good on your reputation? Who else is going to do that? Is your savings account going to do that? Your IRA, your DOA, show ain't going to do that. Right? Checking account ain't going to do that. But your credit card will. And so what we want to do is we want to go ahead and switch that, right? We want to take this low interest, we want to transfer it into simple interest so that now you can pay the credit cards off like you're supposed to, okay? And we're going to show you how to do that right now. Yes. So now that we're done with our loan, now it's time to get to work on our credit card. But remember, our income is going to be feeding our credit card, right? So any balance on there is going to be eradicated by our income, all right? Listen, once the credit card company knows that thousands of dollars are coming into the credit card, for some reason, they get so much more comfortable. You know, every lending company, come on, lenders, tell me something, all right? Mortgage brokers, let me know if this is right or not. Credit card companies, banks, let me know. Anthony, big shout out to you. Let me know if this is correct. Every one of you need a Linus Blanket. You remember who Linus is, don't you? Linus was the character off of Peanuts or off of Charlie Brown. Well, he always had to have that blanket, didn't he? Everywhere he went, he had to have that blanket. That's lenders in a nutshell. They need to have some sort of security, some sort of comfort to let them know, man, am I going to get my money or what this month? Okay? And that's what you're giving them with that income and that expenses. And in turn, they're giving you lines of credit increases, rewards points, making sure your loans are paid off adequately, effectively, and efficiently. Okay, that's what they're giving you. And so it's a win-win situation. We have the income going out at $5,000, income coming in, and the expenses, that's the outgo, $3,000 from the line of credit. Now, what does that mean? 5,000 minus 3,000, what stays in the credit card? $2,000 each and every month. And so how are we going to pay off our credit card? The difference between income expenses, which is cash flow. And that's what CF stands for. And so if you want to know how long this $5,000 loan is going to be paid off, remember we switched that loan out with the credit card. So now the balance is on our credit card for $5,000. We want to go ahead and switch that out, right? $5,000, which is the balance, divided by $2,000, which is the cash flow, that's going to equal your velocity term. And that's how long it's going to take you to pay that credit card off. Let's go ahead and see how long it's going to take us, all right? So with division, we go ahead and you already know how to divide. Huh? You probably already have it, okay? 2.5 months is how long it's going to take us to pay off that card. Now look, if you already have the Money Max account, you don't have to worry about all this calculation, right? None of our clients do. We make sure that you put in the expenses, the income, the debts, whatever it is that you owe, and we make sure that you know this is how fast we are going to help you pay it off. And that's why a lot of our clients pay off their houses in as little as 5 to 10 years. But I digress. All right. Look, 2.5 months. You're done with that loan. Whereas, if you were going to continue with the old traditional non-effective ways, I don't know how long you paid off, all right? But I do know this, that there are still such a thing as convenience checks, right? There's still such a thing as, you got to read these things, these terms and conditions, all right? As you can turn that $5,000 that you got recently on your credit card into cash to pay your loan. Because there's a super difference between loan interest and simple interest. If you don't believe me, give me a calculation, right? Give me your loan and I'll show you. All right, folks, thank you so much for tuning in. We have a whole lot more. I want you to be on my team. You know this is the only month that you can join for $1, and we're going to make sure that you get yours, right, between $500 to $1,500 by just referring people to me. We thank you so much for watching. Share this all around the world. Like it, love it, right? Comment, and we'll see you in the next video. God bless.